Now, Arsenal ready. £400,000 Vinícius Júnior contract. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. Hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. How are you, my people? Are you having fun? Hope you're really doing good. And Ndiaye of Everton, I have a very big update, and that's why I've gone ahead to marry these two stories to come in through and obviously put them together. So this is the channel that brings you your latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. And hope you guys are really having what we call pure fun. You understand? So I know yesterday David Austin went ahead to obviously break a very big story about Vini Jr. And it has left a divided opinion amongst Arsenal fans all over the world. And let me tell you, one thing you need to understand about Vini Jr. is that he is not a usual player. And that's why some Arsenal fans see it as a myth. Others are predicting it to be miraculous if at all he goes ahead to join the club of Arsenal. Others think that Arsenal doesn't have the money to really land this deal. And the main reason to do this video is to come up and obviously let you know that Arsenal can do the deal of Vinícius Jr. Right? Continue to subscribe. We want to hit 30,000 subscribers onto the beautiful channel. And as we speak right now, we are 84 subscribers away from hitting 29,700 subscribers. You understand? So go ahead and do the needful and really put in that shift to see to it that we hit that 30k subscriber mark. So this is Mundo Deportivo coming in through from Spain, credible source, telling us that Arsenal's strong stance financially allows them to complete a deal for Vinícius Jr. by either paying a transfer fee to Real Madrid or by offering a player a huge signing bonus if he terminates his contract, and a move on a transfer and a move on a free transfer to the tune of £68 million in there for you. So guys, let me tell you, Vinícius Jr. to Arsenal is doable. Let me tell you this. It's doable. There is no time for clicks. If you think Arsenal is clickbaiting, they're not doing that. Arsenal is coming in through to put out a very huge show to send a message to its competitors that they are indeed a team that wants to grow big and win trophies. Now, Arsenal are having lots and lots and lots of options, but I do believe they want Vinícius Jr. this summer transfer window. They don't need him next week, so they don't need him next summer. They need him this summer because it's a once in lifetime opportunity. Many clubs can come up and obviously gang up on this player. Let me give you an example. Man United, if they play in the Champions League next season, or if they qualify to play in the Champions League next season, completing the top 4 positions of the Premier League, if Vini is a free agent next summer, United can be one of those clubs that can rise up their hand and they're like, Vinícius Jr., come to Manchester United. You understand? So Arsenal want to do it now, but financially it can be done. Not at any one point that can't be done. All right, we get to J. Felix Diaz. Real Madrid want to resolve Vinícius Jr.'s future as soon as possible. The club's preference is clear. Either he signs a new contract or he's sold. Real Madrid have no intention of allowing the situation to drag on. So, Vini, either he signs or he's sold. That is the ultimatum that a team known as Madrid is going to hit to set. So we wait to see how things will pan out in there for you. But We know the situation. I cannot obviously repeat this. We've been talking about this for a very long period of time possible. And I cannot come out here and obviously make myself a fool by repeating this, because we've been speaking this for a very long period of time. Vini and his contract at Real Madrid, it's really dragged on. And many think it's over between Vini and Real Madrid. Sammy McBell, he has said, Arsenal have analyzed the numbers and believe they have the financial means to fund a move for Vinícius Júnior. Sammy McBell, working for the BBC. Hey, Arsenal have analyzed the numbers and believe they have the financial means to fund a move for Vinícius Júnior. So, those who say that Arsenal doesn't have the money to really fund this transfer, I pity you. Now, the man who broke the deal of Declan Rice to Arsenal, known as Sammy McBell, is telling us that Arsenal have analyzed its numbers. And I hinted on it yesterday, because I think it was David Austin who said that Arsenal have gone ahead, obviously come up and do the needful. And what needful? They went ahead and really spent almost 2 months trying to really analyze their books to see whether they can obviously bring in Vinícius Júnior. And indeed, it was proven to them that they can obviously get away with this deal. And that's why they are pushing left, right, and center to get the deal of Vinícius Júnior done and dusted. Now, Telegraph Football has come up and told us that Arsenal are ready to offer Vinícius Júnior the biggest salary in club history. They are willing to offer him more than 470,000 euros per week. The money will not be a problem. You understand? Now, Arsenal has the money. Arsenal made close to 885 million pounds. You understand? Last season. And if they win the Premier League and maybe win the Champions League, they might clock a billion pound. You understand? That is Arsenal for you. So, if a club is nearing that level, tell me why they cannot come up and obviously sign Vinícius Júnior. They can facilitate the deal. And one thing people are really forgetting, I have my friend known as London. I have my friend known as London. We were there on TikTok since morning up to midday. That's why I even came up late to do the second video. And he told us that what people are forgetting is Vini is in. They want to give him £400,000 a week. You understand? Now, if they're giving him £400,000 a week, do you know that one of the people who has been earning £200,000 a week, that is Trossard, has left the club, meaning that they've brought in Tolisso, who I believe the match Arsenal can give him is like, let's see, Tolisso weekly wage. Almost what I was going to say. £90,000 a week. And I was like, £100,000 a week. That's the maximum they can obviously get him, you know. And at a Club Brugge, let's see, convert this to pounds. Let's convert this and see how much he was earning in pounds at a Club Brugge. At Club Brugge, he was earning like £32,000 a week. So they've gone ahead to multiply his salary by 3. And that's why you see to it that he's at Arsenal. So that means they're having £100,000 left in there for you. You understand? And Gabriel Martinelli is expected to leave. He also earns in the region of £200,000 a week, meaning that is £300,000 a week. And the 100, they can look for it elsewhere. You understand? And he's making some good amount of money. He's followed up in there for you. I told you he has close to 70 million followers on Instagram. And I think Gabriel Jesus comes next to him with 21 million. So you see the gulf in the following. So this deal can be done, and Arsenal is willing to offer him a contract of £400,000 a week. And I tell you, even if it's even if it's £500,000 that Vin is calling in for, I tell you, Arsenal is willing to spend it because they know how much this will make for them. One, shirt sales up in the sky for Vinícius Júnior. Two, a man like Vini will obviously see Arsenal increase their season ticket and ticket price per game. And that is it. Because anyone, even if they add like £2 in the ticket of Arsenal, everyone will understand that, all right, they've gone ahead to bring in a player known as Vinícius Júnior. And if that stadium fills all capacity at 60,000 fans every match, if they add only £1, £1 or £3, that means they're obviously, if it's £3, that is £180,000 a week. You know, they can do that, just adding £1 for this guy to sort him out, and no one will complain. Now, do you know the number of games that Arsenal plays there? Sometimes Arsenal plays 2 games in a week, meaning that that added money can do the job because Vini is really Vinícius Júnior. You understand? So guys, that deal can be done, and Arsenal is willing to offer him that contract, and I don't know how much he has been, he wants to obviously earn, you know, because when you look at Vinícius Júnior, weekly salary at Real Madrid, he's earning £400,000 a week there for you. So I think at Arsenal, £500,000 won't be bad for him. So wait and see how things pan out. But he has reported back, and maybe new talks will obviously happen, and he might change his mind. But Arsenal have been kept abreast about the situation, and they've also asked to be kept abreast about the situation of Vinícius Júnior. So let's wait and see how things really pan out. Let's go to this exclusive. Hilal opens talks to try to sign Ndiaye from Everton. Negotiations at early stages, but Hilal want one more star after Somerville, and Ndiaye is high on the list. Deal depends on Everton as player side open for initial discussions. People like Ndiaye disappoint me. More on Ndiaye. Ndiaye will have direct talks to try advance this week. Decisions will follow on player side and club side. Decision on price up to Everton, but Ndiaye didn't close doors to Saudi Arabia in there for you. Now, players like Ndiaye disappoint me. With the seasons he's having in the Premier League, if I'm him, I've missed out to go to teams like Man United, Arsenal, and so on and so forth. PSG, what do I have to do? Stay around for this one season and produce big numbers. You understand? That's what you should be doing. Stay back in the Premier League and produce big numbers. Score like 10, 15 goals. That should be your aim. That is it. The Cunhas were there and they denied deals to go to the Saudi Pro League, the brand Beumos. Now they're at Man United. So that's what he should do. He's still young, you know. I look at a person like India and I'm like, why is he going to the Saudi Pro League? Why is he going there? And to me, that is one of the signs that this player doesn't believe in himself. That is it. Because if I'm Ndiaye, I'm 26 years of age, I can even go to Saudi Pro League when I'm 30. You scored only 6 goals last season. You never put enough evidence in stats that you can do the needful, and 3 assists. Multiply that by 2. Put in 12 goals and 6 assists. Big clubs will come at you and they'll sign you because there is a good player in this boy. So let's wait and see how things pan out, but I wouldn't like to see him really go to that side of the Saudi Pro League. But money is the reason they're obviously trading their talent. He might be like, let me go to Saudi Pro League, sign a 3-year contract, and I'm there for 2 years. They are getting me like £200,000 a week. So I'm multiplying the salary I'm getting at Everton like times 4. I'll go there. I think that's what is running their mind, but I don't really feel like it's a safe passage. He might really get back when things are not really great. I can give him an example of a player known as Ruben Neves. By the time he was at Wolves and by the time he left, every top club in the world was looking at him. But do you know that his contract was coming to an end and he was costing only £20 million and no club was willing to sign him? You understand? And he never even thought of running his contract down because no team was really willing to obviously take him. You get? And he ended up renewing his contract, I think, at Al Hilal. So don't do that. You're just greedy for money, and no club can really trust you again with their future, because that means any offer of big money comes in through, you'll obviously surrender to money. Rokani David is my name. Hope you guys are really having super fun. Your reactions to Arsenal ready £400,000 contract a week for Vinícius Júnior are welcome in the comment section below. And Ndiaye, I'm disappointed. I don't know whether you two are disappointed. I'm out. Bye-bye.